Well, good morning, everyone. Let's try to put a little wood on the wall. Well, the going is a little slow this morning, but let me show you what I've been thinking through and working on. On this electrical panel, I want it to be recessed in the wall. I know most of the time in these metal buildings you'll see it, they'll just mount them on the exterior, that way you've got access to, if you need to add anything, but then you got conduit running around your building. Well, I wanted this recessed in the wall, so what I'm going to have to do, obviously my wall girts, since this is sticking out, my metal to my J-channel is about 1 inch wide, so I had to set that box, build it out to where my J-channel, when it lays in here, it'll be on the outside of my wall girt. So J-channel will go here, and then wall girt will come in here like this. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I've went ahead and put me 2 standards in here. And so I'm going to run my wall girts over here where they, would run into the box. I'm going to run over here and let them hang over about 2 inches. But then I'm going to take my J-trim, and I'm going to come in here and run it like so, and then I'll go inside the box, take the cover off, and I'm going to very carefully take a couple sheet metal screws, and I'll secure that J-channel to my box, so when you're sitting here looking at it, it'll be a picture frame, and it'll go around my box and it'll be secured. So my wall metal can come over and secure to my girts here, can come over and secure here, and then I'll have about 3 inches in here to where there won't be anything behind it, but with my J-trim there, it'll give me a place to terminate my metal. But the reason I'm holding it off is I need access to be able to run my wiring out of there. So if I come in here with 1.5 inches, 2 before all the way over here, I'm going to cover up these 2 runs of holes. So with that inch in here, I'm only going to cover that set of holes, so I'll have access to get to all these holes in my box. And then I'm going to run my wiring, and then I'm going to try to plan for the future and put me some extra drops in here, so that way maybe I won't have to take this metal back off to get back into the box. But if I did have to, basically it's take 1 piece of metal off and I'd be okay. Somebody set the conduit too far out on the floor, so I'm going to have to notch this post a little bit. Quickest chisel you can buy. I'll tell you one handy little tool that I bought 3 or 4 months ago. It's a 4-inch speed square. I've always had 6 inches, but I've just got, I don't even know where this tool would come from, but it ain't a real good one. But a 6-inch square, I always had trouble getting it to stay in the pouch. So with this little 4-inch, it'll stay in there and won't fall out. And it's for 2x4s, it works out perfect. So anyway, it's a pretty handy little square. If you're wanting one, go in your bag, works pretty good. We got this side knocked out. I only went to 2-foot spacing down here because that's going to be a bathroom, so there's really not going to be a lot mounted to that wall. There'll be a shower in the corner, and then a washing machine will sit right there on the inside of that. So I just went to 2-foot spacing on that last 10 foot. So let's move over here on this side, get it knocked out, and then we'll hit the end wall here, and then we'll start laying out a room. Okay, I got this side pretty well done. I like a couple pieces up there at the top, but I'm tired of climbing that ladder, so I'm gonna wait on them a day or two. I'm back here on the back wall, and I have got my girts up 4 runs high, but I've stopped because I'm going to go in here and put my header in, which will catch and carry my floor. So what I'm doing is I have set the bottom of my stringer. I've got a mark there, and so what I'm going to do is I've got the transit going. I don't know if you can see that or not. There, you can see it. Anyway, I'm going to take and I'll measure from this laser line up to my mark and get a measurement. And then what I'll do is I'll go over, measure up the same distance from the line over there and the same on this side. And then I will have the height that I need for my bottom of my stringer. So that way I can go ahead and get it put in. And then let's stand some walls up. Cut the end off of that one, and I'll run the other one over there. I've got to notch that gird out over there as well and clean the corner out. And then I'll come back with anchor bolts and anchor that in, and we'll get it secured before we start putting the 4 joist on it. And then I'm going to double it up and beef it up as well. So keep plugging along.